What's up guys, Wiggs here, and today I'm bringing you guys something exciting and new in the world of technology. It's a little bit different than what you're used to from me, but I just ask that you sit back, relax, give it a chance, and leave a comment down in the comment section below if this is something that excited you and you'd like to see more of from me. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Samsung Galaxy S4 smartphone that has been officially confirmed today at a press conference in New York. If you're unfamiliar with the Samsung phones, they are, in my opinion, the best cell phones out on the market today. I've had problems with every other brand of phone I purchased in my entire life, and I've had phones ever since I was, I'd say, 10 or 11 years old, just playing like Snake and stuff on the old Nokias and the bricks, pretty much. But it always seems like they give me problems until I transferred over to a Samsung about 2 years ago. I personally use the Galaxy Nexus at the moment, and my upgrade, I think my upgrade is in April, this April. So a little bit less than a month away. I'm hoping to get a Samsung S3 or the S4, depending on price, but we'll see. As a disclaimer, I just want to let you guys know that I am not partnered with or receiving any monetization from Samsung regarding this video. It is strictly opinion-based, my opinion of course, in regards to purchasing their products. Now, however, the specs and features below and what I'm going to be talking about were confirmed today at the conference. So, without further ado guys, let's get started. Here's a photo I found online of what looks to be the new design of the Samsung Galaxy S4 with a few important specs. So I'll leave this up here for a few seconds while I talk. Now I'm not going to insult your intelligence and read that to you guys. I'm sure you're all capable, but if you're not, I'm going to discuss it down the line a little bit. But the first order of business is the most important, at least in my eyes. And we're looking at a screen size here. Screen size is important for me. I don't want this small little phone like a flip phone that's really tiny. And I also don't want this huge thing like a Note. So Samsung came up with this great idea to make a 5-inch screen. And in my opinion, that's the perfect size, but we'll see. The battery life, that was also a major deal breaker for me in most other phones. This is supposed to exceed all other Samsung phones, but personally, my opinion on this, I think it's going to be the same exact type of battery life as we're seeing in all the other phones. Maybe not in terms of length of time, but when you have things like the processor and the display of the screen, like you guys saw on the screen, it's going to be a 1080p display, which has never been done before. That's full HD on a cell phone. Those type of things tend to decrease battery life. So I think it's just going to be kind of similar, if not a little bit less than the S3's battery life. So let's talk about colors, guys. At launch, we're going to have two colors available. We're going to have the Black Mist and the White Frost, sorry. They're the only two that you're going to be able to get right away, but later on down the road in the same year, this year, you're going to be able to get additional colors. No idea what those colors are going to be, but you guys are going to have options. Me, who's probably going to get this phone in April, I have to choose between black or white. The Galaxy S4 is the world's first Super AMOLED display 5-inch screen. Talked about that above. But what you guys don't know is it has 441 ppi, which is pixels per inch. I think the S3 had 370 something pixels per inch. This phone is going to be featuring the Corning's new Gorilla Glass 3. Gorilla is the company that makes this kind of glass that goes on top of the phone. It's kind of like plexiglass in a sense. I think Gorilla just made this glass just for the S4 itself. So they went out of their way to make it just for this phone. I'm sure it's going to be used in other phones, but this is the first time it's ever been used or made. Let's talk about cameras, because you guys are always interested in cameras. This phone in the rear camera is going to be featuring a 13 megapixel camera. The S3, on the other hand, had an 8 megapixel camera. Megapixels, 1 million pixels make up a megapixel. So that's 1300 million, or 13 million pixels. Sorry. Anyway, the S4 has a dual camera function. It allows simultaneous use of both front and rear cameras. So you guys can take pictures of things from the back camera and the front camera at the same time. And then it has like this cool editing process where you can put a picture in picture. So if you take a picture of a tree, and then you take a picture of your face, like with a wow face on, like, you get it. You can put your wow face on the tree, make it smaller. You could put the tree on your face, whatever you want to do. Put the tree on top of your head. Same type of thing before you actually save the photo. It has a dual video call function, which It's kind of like how Apple had video call, same exact thing. You can video call, so you can, it's kind of like Skype in a sense, if you know what that is. You call someone, you see what they see. That obviously doesn't happen every time you call someone. You have to have someone with the same phone and call them, so that it enables it for them. You both have to have it turned on in your settings and everything like that. Let's talk about group play. Group play is a feature that allows users to enjoy music, photos, and documents and games within those around them without requiring a Wi-Fi or cellular signal. So you guys, this is like the stuff that you see on that commercial where they touch the phones and everyone else is pissed off because they don't have that kind of phone that touches and transfers data like that. This is that phone. And in my opinion, this is awesome because I thought you'd at least need Wi-Fi, or at least, at the very least, Bluetooth or something. You don't even need Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or cellular activity. You don't even have to be connected to a cell phone line right now to be able to do this. That is awesome. Share music. It allows you to play the same song on multiple phones. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, that's great. I could just go on YouTube and click the song that I want to play, and my buddy could do the same thing. No, you touch the phones, it goes from your phone to his phone, or her, vice versa, whatever, and it plays in sync. Not the band in sync, but it plays within like the same, it syncs up to each other. And so if you're at a party or something like that, and your phone isn't loud enough, and you go and touch your buddy's phone, it'll play the same song, and it'll be in sync with each other. I keep saying in sync, I feel fruity. Anyway, Translator, another useful design which provides instant translation. If you guys travel a lot, you just speak into this phone and it'll translate for you. If you're English and you want to speak Spanish, you say what you want to say in Spanish, you say it in English into your phone, and it will translate it for you. You listen to it and you say it. Same thing with text. You can text it into the phone and it will text it back to you and how you spell it as well. The phone's going to have 4G. I mean, why would they go lower, obviously? 4G LTE. The LTE version supports up to 6 different band sets, which allows it to function in most LTE coverage areas, as well as enabling global LTE. I did read somewhere else that they are going to be upgrading their service capabilities. Now, that's going to vary per provider, obviously, but pretty much the phone's going to be able to withstand more connectivity to a service rather than just 4G, and that's later in the year to come. Smart Pause. It enables you to control the screen wherever you look. This is pretty cool too, guys. So if you're looking, if you're watching a YouTube video and you look away from your phone, the front camera is going to detect that you looked away, and it's going to pause your video. Now, when you look back, it's going to play the video again. That is awesome. And it doesn't go just for videos. It probably goes for songs as well. Who knows? Air View. This is by far my favorite feature of everything. It allows you to hover with your fingers to preview content. So if you're looking at an email or something like that, guys, and you know how you're scrolling through a long email, you actually have to touch the screen of your phone. That's why they call it touch screen, duh. But you're touching it and you're moving on the phone. Well, now you're going to be able to hover above the screen. You're not even going to have to touch the damn screen. Like, what is this world coming to? You don't even have to touch the screen anymore. You just scroll up in the air and it scrolls with you. It's like a ghost is touching your phone and scrolling it for you. That is awesome. You can accept calls like that as well. You can dial numbers like that. Everything. That is awesome. If you're like me and have a lot of electronics around the house, the Samsung Watch On feature will be a helpful feature. The S4 will have, you can pretty much transform your phone into an IR remote, and IR is infrared remote. It's kind of like what's in your remote controls to turn your TV on and stuff like that. You point it at you point at your TV, it turns on, blah, 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 all that crap. So you're going to be able to turn your phone into an IR remote to control your home entertainment system, things like your TV, DVD player, and even your air conditioner. Yeah, your air conditioner, guys. You don't have to use your remote anymore. If you lose your remote, you just use that, your phone. I have a stereo downstairs in my basement or a rec room, I should say, that I have to use manually, walk up to it and click the button. Now I'll probably be able to use my phone. Now, some of you guys may be holding on to your seat or pulling your hair out because this phone sounds overwhelming and completely unnecessary to use for these certain tasks. You may be thinking to yourself, when will I need to turn my air conditioner off with my phone? Don't worry, all these features can be toggled off or on in the menu settings of the phone itself. If anything, it can just be your standard everyday smartphone if you want it to be. It's just a little bit more horsepower kind of deal underneath the hood and stuff like that. Now, if you're like me and are completely blown away by these mind-boggling new features, then hold on to your hats because we are right around the corner of seeing this bad boy out on the shelves. No date has been officially set for release, but if we judge by the last few years, the release of the Galaxy S3 last year, the press conference was on May 3rd, which is my birthday if you guys care. And the phone became available worldwide by late May, early June. So I'm guessing we can start to see this item on the shelves by late April at the earliest. I don't think any earlier than that. But the pricing that was discussed, once again, last year's S3 went for about $200 with the contract, $500 to $600 for uncontracted users, depending on the gigabyte size, 16 or 32. So all, of course, depending on the size of the memory card. If you guys like this, please subscribe and give it a like, and comment down in the section below. See you guys.